I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. Pok, pok. Hello, Nashlets, and welcome to today's edition of Noshing with Nashies, where we will be making a 3-ingredient teriyaki chicken. Yes, only 3 ingredients. You'll need soy sauce, brown sugar, and chicken thighs or chicken breasts, whatever your choice is. This is also a choose-your-own-adventure. I'm going to show you how to zhuzh it up any way you want to take it from tasty to incredible like in a restaurant. This recipe is easy, super fast, budget-friendly, and easy for anyone to do. So let's head into my kitchen and make some 3-ingredient plus choose-your-own-adventure teriyaki chicken. All right, Nashlets, so let me show you the ingredients we will need for our 3-ingredient, technically, teriyaki chicken, and then I'm going to show you some ingredients that we usually have around our houses or are inexpensive to really make this into a feast. So if you just want to make the 3-ingredient teriyaki chicken, get yourself some chicken thighs, however many you want. I've got some brown sugar. You'll need a half a cup of that, and then you'll need a cup of soy sauce. Pick any kind that you like. And then salt and pepper I consider to be free ingredients. I'm going to be using about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and about a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, but again, none of this is necessary. Now, you can use some garlic powder. That roasted garlic powder is amazing. Or you can use some fresh garlic if you like. A great addition is some pineapple or pineapple juice to the sauce, some sesame seeds, some sesame oil, some hot chili oil that we've got over here, some scallions, or a red pepper, and I'll tell you how I add those in. And if you want to make this an orange chicken, add a 1/4 cup of orange juice to your sauce, and you have a really inexpensive and fast orange chicken. All right, I'm going to trim up my chicken, cut off some of the fat, and then we will get started on this 3-ingredient teriyaki chicken. All right, so I've trimmed up about 2 pounds of chicken thighs here, got rid of a little bit of the fat, left some of it because it is flavor. Now, this is an optional step for all of you. I'm going to put in about a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, just some fine ground black pepper. Again, this is optional. You do not have to do this portion of it. This is just how to zhuzh it up. Then we're going to come in with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And you can also marinate this chicken for like an hour in some soy sauce, and it'll be really good. And if you want to, you can throw some garlic powder, like a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder in this. But let's just mix this together. I've got my skillet preheating with 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Use any kind of vegetable oil you like. And we're going to take this over and brown it. All right, so my skillet is heated over medium heat, 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. It's 5 on my stove, which is medium heat. Now, this is the perfect time to add in like a teaspoon of sesame oil for some extra flavor if you have it, but if you don't worry about it. This is one of those choose-your-own-adventure portions of it. So then we just take our trimmed chicken that I stirred up with our seasoning, and we are just going to cook this until it is nice and golden brown. I'll let you watch that in fast motion. However, I am also going to come in and show you when to add in some fresh garlic if you want to use fresh garlic, when to add in some bell pepper if you choose to add in some bell pepper, and even I'll tell you when to add in some pineapple if you want pineapple, and all of that. So go ahead and watch this in fast motion. Right, that took about 10 minutes for our chicken to get almost done, but not entirely cooked through. You can see we still have some liquid down in the bottom. We don't want it done yet when we come to this part. So, this is where I'm going to add my bell pepper, which is my choice for this choose your own adventure. Again, this is optional. This would also be the point where you would add in some fresh garlic if you want to. I'm going to add in a little bit of garlic powder for right now. just like so. Quarter teaspoon, half a teaspoon, a whole teaspoon. It's up to you what you want to do with it. We're just going to give this a stir. This makes it look like a restaurant. All you have to do is add just a tiny amount of bell pepper and boom, it looks like a restaurant. Okay, I'm going to let this cook probably for another 5 to 7 minutes until everything is golden brown. I'm going to head over and mix up 1 cup of soy sauce with a half a cup of brown sugar, and then I'll show you how that's done. Alright, our chicken is nice and brown and crispy. Our bell peppers have softened up a little bit. Again, that's an optional step. So in this cup here, I have mixed a half a cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of low sodium soy sauce. It's up to you whether you do that. And I did 2 tablespoons of the white part of a scallion or a green onion, just because that's what I like. And we're still over that medium heat, and we're going to go ahead and just cook this on medium heat until that sauce thickens a little bit. Now, if you want it to thicken like a gravy, when you've got your sauce and it's still cold, mix in 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and you'll get a really, really thick sauce that way. But it works just fine without thickening. We're just going to boil this for about 10 minutes until it really soaks into that meat and everything. Now, again, if you want to make a sauce that's orange, you can put in a 1/4 cup of orange juice and maybe like 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. Gives it that orange chicken flavor. And if you want to make it taste like General Tso's, and y'all are going to try and gatekeep me on this, but don't let people gatekeep your food. Put in a couple of tablespoons of grape jelly to this sauce and you get that General Tso's flavor. So all we're going to do is boil this for just a little bit, and then I'm going to come in at the very end and add just a little bit of pineapple for that sweet, that savory, that beautiful umami taste. Makes it perfect. And again, this is choose your own adventure. You can do the 3 ingredients, or you can add on, you can take away, you can do whatever you want. So watch this boil down. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes and our sauce has thickened up beautifully. I don't want it too thick, I don't want it gone, so I'm not going any further because I like a little bit of this to pour over my rice. But as a finishing touch for myself, I'm throwing in 1 can of our pineapple, and I'm just going to mix this in and stir it around until it's heated through. And then we will be ready to serve up our 2 or 3 ingredient teriyaki chicken, where I have shown you how you can choose your own adventure. It's so much fun. Use as much or as little as you want. Make it your own. See you in just a bit. All right, and there we have it. This 3 ingredient teriyaki chicken that you can build in whatever way you want. It truly is choose your own adventure. And look at that, finished off with some green onion and some sesame. You add in that pineapple and that red bell pepper, and it looks like it came straight out of a restaurant. I hope you'll give this a shot. Thank you so much for joining me for today's edition of Noshing with Nashies. And remember, if you come to a fork in the road, pick it up and have a nosh with Nashies. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and consider becoming a member. See you in the next one. Bye!